Anything's possible now.
First off, I would like to say that you are my Christmas gift from my mom, and I would...
Where's your mom? Really?
Yeah, Auntie drove 8 hours from Seal Beach to come here to...
Oh my gosh, I have a good friend that lives in Seal Beach, and you came all the way from there? Merry Christmas.
To ask one thing for you to do, and that is to say the coffee line from Oron to me.
Would your mom approve?
She's never seen it.
That's not the right answer. She'll never know. There are only 700 people in here. She'll never know.
My aunt has seen it.
Do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
Can I borrow it? Will you call your mom? I want to talk to your mom. Now, what is your name?
Mikkel?
Mikkel? Oh, that's beautiful. Like Michael, only prettier. Mikkel. Mikkel.
Spell Michael. It's a Russian name.
I love that. Get your mom on the phone. I want to talk to her. I've got something to say to her. Ready?
Put it on
Oh,
speaker.
here, here. And what? So, hold on, okay. Is this Sarah?
Yes, this is Sarah, her mom.
Hello, Sarah. I have a question. May I ask permission to make out with your daughter? Oh, wait. Did I say make out? Oh, sorry, that slipped out. Sorry. What I meant to say was, may I have permission to do a scene from an anime series with your daughter?
Yes, you can do a scene.
I love you both so much!
Hey, Sarah?
Yes?
I understand that I was a Christmas present. Is that true?
Yes, you are.
Why don't I have a bow on my head then? Why am I not wrapped up in pretty paper? Oh my gosh, your daughter just produced a bow. I've got to go. All right, ready? Mikkel? Okay, Mikkel, do you know your lines? Okay. She said she'd memorized them ever since she was 11. Oh, geez. Guess who I am? I'm the doctor. I'm the pink doctor. I'm Doctor Who. All right, you ready? Are you recording this for you, aren't you? That's Christmas time. Christmas time is here. Ready?
I don't know if I should drink this coffee. I think if I drink it, my father would be mad at me.
But what if I let you drink it from my mouth? Merry Christmas, Mecca. Yay. Okay, now who has a legitimate question? You know what I mean? Not some sort of performance-based thing, but like a real question. Your real question? Uh-oh, I don't think so. She's like, well, who's got a real question? Your real question? Yes.
You mentioned yesterday being in Guyver as the Zoanoids, and I was wondering which Guyver it was, the remake or the original?
It was definitely not the original, but yeah, it was the remake.
Remake, so I was wondering if you knew.
Yeah, unfortunately wasn't doing this at the time the original was done, but good question. Yes.
I would like to ask you what you think Tamaki would do if he found out about alchemy?
Oh my. What would Tamaki do if he found out about alchemy? Oh, Caldio! Yay! No, I wasn't killing it. The button fell off. What would Tamaki do if he found out about alchemy? What would Tamaki Suo use alchemy for? That's the question. Right? right? Huh? That's right, he would make an endless supply of roses. Definitely. And the roses would just pile up. I think he would probably make Haruhi fall in love with him. You want to hear something really sad, guys? This is really sad. Caitlin Glass, who plays Haruhi, she always teases me because she's like, you know, if I were Haruhi, I'd go for Kyoya. And I'm like, Caitlin, you broke my heart. So she always teases me about that. And then, of course, J. Michael Tatum. Anytime anyone asks him to sign an Oron thing, you know what he does? He draws a crown on his own head. That's what we call delusion. Because there's only one king of the house club. Yes, my dear.
I just want to say that I have your name. My name is Gabby.
Another Gabby. Hi. I love your hat, too. What's your question, my dear Gabrielle?
So I watched the Pokemon movie Keldeo, and I was wondering, does that mean you like Pokemon, and which one is your favorite?
Which Pokemon is my favorite? Mine. I would have to say Keldeo. You know, the funny thing about Pokemon is that, I mean, Pokemon is like iconic, right? Like everybody on the planet may not know what anime is, but most everybody knows, have heard of Pokemon. They've heard of Pokemon, they've heard of maybe Yu-Gi-Oh!, they've heard of Dragon Ball Z maybe. There are a handful of animes that have kind of crossed over and become part of pop culture. And so I've always wanted to be a part of Pokemon because of that. So the guy that directs Pokemon called me and he said, I'd like you to audition for this new movie. And I was fortunate enough to get cast. And I went in, they recorded that in New York. And I went into the studio in New York and we started recording. And I didn't know what he looked like. I had never seen Keldeo. I knew nothing. I just, you know, I sent in my audition from LA. And when I got in there and the first time Keldeo's cute face came on the screen, I was like, oh, he's a My Little Pony. So I immediately took a picture of Keldeo on the TV screen and I sent it to my sweet friend Tara Strong, who plays Twilight Sparkle and yes, and I said, look, I'm a My Little Pony now. And we kind of geeked out a little bit about how cute and pony-like Keldeo was. Does this mean you're America? America! What is your question?
Okay, in Tamaki's voice, who in Oron out of anyone would you marry?
Not Maury. Not one of the twins. Definitely not one of the twins. Who would he marry? Well, he certainly wouldn't marry Lady Claire. Who would I marry? Wow, that's a tough one. You know, Haruhi is dang adorable. I mean, I think Haruhi is adorable. I would probably love Haruhi if I were there. Of course, the girl that did the coffee thing at the beginning was very cute too. Oh my gosh, the Lobelia girls. That's who I want to hang out with. Those girls can party. You know what that means. Yes, my dear.
What is your opinion of the Star Trek?
I'm sorry, she just said Star Trek. And now I will devolve into a slobbering pile of nerddom. For those of you that don't know, I am the biggest Star Trek fan you will ever see. I'm talking original series. I'm not talking about anything else. The original series, William Shatner, Leonard Nimoy, those guys. And, oh yes, come on, give it up. I am such a nerd that, I mean, when I was a little boy, I memorized that show. And I'm not exaggerating. I memorized the show, word for word. And so a couple of years ago, I I met up with some friends, and we decided we were going to make a new Star Trek series. Now, it's a web series. It's not a for-profit commercial venture, but we were all such fans of the show when we were little, and we thought, wouldn't it be awesome to rebuild all of the sets and cast the show with actors and make it look and feel and sound just like the original series. And so that's what we did. We've got a studio in Georgia, in Jacksonville, Florida, Georgia area, where we've rebuilt all of the original sets to perfect accuracy. And those in the room that have seen our first episode can attest to that. And it's called Star Trek Continues. Did you really? Did you enjoy it? Did you really? I'm so glad. So check it out, you guys. You can go to YouTube or Vimeo. Our first episode is online. It's called Pilgrim of Eternity. And I would be most grateful if you check it out and pass on the good word to your friends. Star Trek Continues. Can I tell you something? My alarm on my phone just went off. You know why? Because I set an alarm to go off every day at noon to remind me to stop whatever I'm doing and say a prayer of thanks. To be grateful, you know what I mean? Just take a minute and go, you know what? No matter how bad something may be, no matter how difficult something may be you're dealing with, you have a lot of blessings, you have a lot of gifts, and a lot of good things to be thankful for. And so I'm just going to do that right now. Is that okay? You do it with me. How about that? Just take a minute, 10 seconds, and think about all of the good things in your life. Think about the friends you have. Think about the air you just breathed into your lungs. Gift. Think about the many beautiful things your eyes have taken in just this morning. Oh, gosh. Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, letting me do that. It just goes off at noon, and you guys, you will never believe some of the weird times that it goes where I'm in the middle of something at noon, and I'm like, I'm sorry, I have to stop for a minute, because I promised myself I would. Okay, yes.